day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today, talking about Royal Caribbean shore excursions on the 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise and perfect day at Cococay stop. While this particular itinerary I'm going to be looking at is unique to the Icon of the Seas, I'm looking at April 6th through the 13th presently, good for spring break. If you're on any ship, Oasis, Odyssey, Jewel, Serenade, whatever, and if it has the Eastern Caribbean, you might be doing stops at these locations, which include St. Marteen and St. Thomas, as well as a perfect day at Cococay. So the purpose of this is if maybe you haven't booked a cruise yet, but you want to see what shore excursions are offered on Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean doesn't make it very easy to see the cost, the details, the duration, what time does it leave, the height, weight, and age requirements. It's pretty difficult, certainly compared to other carriers where that's available. But I'm on this one April 6th through the 13th, so I will share. And or you might have booked it. And you're like, hey, you know what? I kind of want to see it's available. It's kind of like an audio book, clip books, easy reading. So sit back, relax. Let's hop into it. First port of call is on day 4 in Phillipsburg, St. Martin. I've enjoyed this island. I'm going back to this island a couple more times, probably many more times. And right off the bat, if you're new to the shore excursion layout, a couple things kind of stick out to you. There's percent off, some none, some, and it varies. On Icon, they're not as high as they are on Jewel of the Seas. I'll be on Jewel of the Seas in December, 25-30% off. Icon 0, 5, 10, maybe a little more if you're lucky, but this is kind of what you're going to see. Additionally, you're going to see perhaps closer to the bottom things that are sold out, and you already are. And this is what 4 or 5. April is what about 6 months out, and some of these things are already sold out, and some of these things are already noted with. Do we have any few spots up here? Well, that's new, handicap accessible. So we don't have anything that says 5 or 6 spots left. Probably because we were out. I just want to call out one last thing. This is a big ship. If you're on a smaller ship, a Mariner of the Seas, Adventure of the Seas, etc., the excursion group doesn't get bigger because the ship is bigger. So if you see something, I would encourage you to take advantage of it and enjoy it and not worry about it selling out, especially if it's something you want to do like plane spotting. But let's hop into it. Orient Beach Escape with lunch. And right off the bat, you see the price is $119. Kids is a little cheaper, $84. It leaves at 9, 4.5 hours long. And if you're new to one of my shore excursion things, I won't necessarily read all the highlights and details, but leverage that pause button so you can spend as much time as you need to read the details that Royal Caribbean provides. It's strenuous, but there's no height, weight, or age limitations listed by the excursion company or Royal Caribbean. If you're looking for the Great Bay Beach Escape, the St. Martin, it's an island, so there's beaches everywhere. Pretty reasonably priced, 10% off, $43 per guest. Leaves at 10, 3.5 hours of fun and goodness there, and it's a 2-mile stretch. And you can, hey, look, there'll be a DJ, and the Wi-Fi goes up to the water line. So if you're in the water and want Wi-Fi, I'm sorry, it's no can do today. My favorite excursion, perhaps, that I've ever done, and this is like a real picture you can take, a real selfie. $64, 5% off, $55 for kids. Leaves at 10:15, 4.5 hours, and it takes you to Maho Beach. I can't underscore how busy this beach is. Everybody wants to be right where this person is taking that picture, and most of them are like little prop planes, like little inter island planes. But there was a couple 737s, and if you time it right, you can get some of the larger planes. But it depends on the day and the schedule. Those are the details there. Feel free to pause and read at your leisure. But Maho Beach, the planes, that is something that I will probably do again. But there's so many other things to do. What if you're a kayaker? $97, or if you just want to be a kayaker. Or snorkel, leaves at 8:30, 3.5 hours, 5% off. Maximum weight is 300, minimum age is 11. So you want to adhere to those details. Overview and other details, highlights, important details are all noted on your left, and it's not offered on the holidays. A problem that I'm running into because I'll be at port for Christmas myself in a different island. But I'll hang out on the ship. Don't feel too bad for me. I will do just fine. Maybe you don't want to go into water. Maybe you don't want to look at the beaches and plains. You can look at this right here. You're on a bus. Look at that. Hey, all right. Hey, look at this. $55, $45 for kids. Leaves at 9:30, 3.5 hours long, and it takes you around the island. It's worth noting that this island has a French and a Dutch side, and there might be a photo opportunity for you to take a picture of that. But they'll stop 15, 20 minutes, and it'll be a lot of fun. Maybe you want to do an adventure race. Maybe you like competing. You want to go explore, have fun. $112 per an adult, $93 for a kid. Leaves at 9:30. It's 4 hours long, and it's modeled after The Amazing Race. And there you go. Children under 5, maybe they won't enjoy this, it says. I don't know. But it's 2 hours long, 2.5 miles of walking on cobblestone or pavement. So just make note of that. Pause if you want to read more of that. Otherwise, I am moving on to the next excursion, which was rum and beach. I went to this distillery. I'm not much of a rum guy, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it was good or bad. It just burned my mouth. $88, 4 hours. Leaves at 11:30. Minimum age is 18, and it takes you, after you try some of this stuff here noted in the notes, you can go hang out at the beach. There you go. Walk a mile, 220 steps. Inclines up 220 steps. So those are certainly some details there. Perhaps it says with time to shop before returning back. Maybe you want to do Pelican Peak zip line, $80. Leaves at 8:30, leaves at 12:30, 90 minutes long. Maximum weight is 250, minimum weight is 70, and you can race 1,500 people, 4 zips. And guests who are pregnant should not select this. And then you got to sign a waiver. So that is, there you go. I mean, those are the details. I like ziplining, but I won't zipline on that one. What if you just want to do an island tour? This is one of the excursions we did. $43 per person, 34 for a kid. I got to be honest, my 10-year-old wasn't super excited with it. So next time we go, we agreed that we would do snorkeling. So $43, 2.5 hours long, and I don't know. You get to see the highlights and tour the island. So if that's, like I said, if you want to stay away from the beach, there's always something for everybody. This is something my brother did, the Sea Trek helmet dive. Not on sale, $144, 2.5 hours long, leaves at 10 a.m. Minimum age is 8. You'd go 20 feet underwater. There's a pathway there, 300 feet long. He highly recommended it. And this does tend to sell out. Guests must be 8-year-old to participate. And the other details and notes are here if you are looking for more of a different excursion. Kimsha Beach, $88. This is actually a beach we're thinking about going to. $88, $70 for kids, 4.5 hours long, peaceful, 3.5 mile long stretch of the beach, and you can do things that you would do in a beach. Note, a beach chair is included. What about an afternoon at Orient Beach? Popular beach, St. Marteen, $74 for adults, $65 for kids, leaves at 12:45. It's 3 hours, and it's a 30-minute drive out to the French Riviera of the Caribbean, where for additional charge, snacks, drinks, and activities can be purchased. However, this nudity may be observed on the beach, different culture. So just know it's, unless you want to have a lot of explaining to do, I'd go in prepared. Mullet Bay Beach Experience, $56, 10% off, leaves at 8:30, 4 hours long, and it's a scenic drive. Go for a swim. Some important details: beach chair is included. And if you're going to have a beverage, make sure that you are of legal age, and do whatever you do so at your own risk. What about Phillipsburg by train trolley? There you go. Go to what looks to be a pirate ship. Have a beverage on the pilot ship. $70 for an adult, $65 for kids. 2 hours long. Leave at 8:30. Leaves at 12:30, and it goes to Old Town of Phillipsburg, where you can shop and enjoy the culture. There's some rum tasting and other items noted here as well. Pause if you need to read more. We're moving on. What if you want to do like a sailing race adventure? Look how much fun that is. They're both not even level. They're like, hey, I'm not leveled, but I'm having a lot of fun. And that is good. 2.5 hours long, leaves at 10, and minimum age is 6. So you'll get to know what it's like to race on a boat. All right, there you go. That's for you. Spend more time there. Historical Phillipsburg by bicycle and beach. It's yet to be determined if the bicycle goes on the beach. I don't know if that's the best place for it. 3 hours long, leaves at 8:30. Maximum weight is 300. Minimum age is 11. Minimum height is 60. And you will see the details noted there at the top. And if you fall off the bike, that little this section here says, hey, it's at your own risk. And dust yourself off and get back on. If you need to do an accessible St. Martin tour, this little icon here will let you know that you can. $97 and leaves at 8:30 and 12. 3 hours tour, and this is specifically designed for wheelchair or scooter accessible durations. I will scroll down here slowly, so if you need to pause, the space is limited on these types of adventures. So if this is for you, I would book early. St. Martin Nature Reserve and Beach Break, $124 for an adult, $115 for a kid. Leaves at 9:30. It's a 4-hour adventure, and you get to go to the beach and take in some nature reserves and have a break. You just can't beat a beach break. Scenic coast hike. Get away from the beach, get away from the beach break, go up the coast, and take some pictures, selfies. $75 per guest. Leaves at 8:30. 3 hours. Minimum age is 11. And head out on a 1.1 mile nature trail. 2.2 mile hiking trek. So 1 mile out, 1.1 miles out, 1.1 miles back is 2.2. If you have back problems, you may want to consider other excursions, as there are some inclines. A new excursion offered is the foodie tour. And it looks like a fine cheese for those with a very refined palate. $170 per guest, leaves at 10, 4 hours, and you will go off on an air-conditioned vehicle for a culinary tour. There you go. I went to this pastry shop. I enjoyed it. What did I have? An eclair? I don't know. I enjoy eclairs. So there you go. That is for you. Ziplining, Flying Dutchman, $159. 5-hour excursion, leaves at 9:30. Minimum weight 100, maximum weight 275, minimum height 52, maximum height is 80, and you will zip line and do other things as noted here. But the Flying Dutchman is certainly one of the more popular ones, and you will sign a waiver. So if you get hurt, it's their way of saying, I told you so, but you probably won't get hurt. They don't pick this stuff with people, the idea that people get hurt. The idea is 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time, you won't. Best Views in Skies Explorer, leaves at 9:30, leaves at 10:30. 3 hours, minimum age is 3, maximum weight is 280. As you go up a chairlift to get different perspectives of the island of St. Martin. So if that's for you, then that is for you. Want to go to a different island? How about Anguilla? Get on a boat for $350, 10% off. 7 hours, leaves at 9, and you will go to the other island. Go around St. Martin to the north. You will find Anguilla, and maybe if you got one of those push pin maps, another pin for that island. Of those details noted there. And if sometimes a beach isn't just a beach, sometimes a beach is more. And then, so you got 2 of those available. 4x4 Jeep brake. So if you want to just go out and drive around instead of swimming around, 126, 4 hours. No noted limitations other than perhaps the driving limitation. 1 driver per Jeep amongst 4 guests, 21 years with a driver's license, so make sure you bring it. Airport sightseeing, you want to look at some airplanes and snorkel. This is for you, $97, 4 hours, and you will be snorkeling and airplanes. So that's a pretty good combo there. And these 2 items are sold out, but if riding on the beach on a horse is important to you, or doing the Rhino Rider Adventure is important to you on your excursion, if it's a little later on, then, well, I would book it. Now we're going to the island of St. Thomas. There we go. And whatever you didn't get to do in the other one, you can do here. You can discover the bay, $88 for an adult, 4-hour excursion, leaves at 8:30, and you can take in the sights and sounds of St. Thomas. Those are the details. Those are the notes. And the price, I think anything under $100 is pretty nice for me personally. Sky Ride, my parents did the Sky Ride. I went and snorkeled at Honeymoon Beach. $99 per adult, $74 per kid, 4.5-hour journey, and you will, well, spend some time looking at things, taking selfies, putting it on the gram, and other items noted here for, well, over 4 hours. Turbo Cat, Snorkel and Beach Escape, $120. A little cheaper for kids, $85 for kids. Leaves at 8, 3.5-hour excursion. Minimum age is 5. Maximum weight is 300. And you will head out through the Windward Passage to Drake's Passage with some details noted here. Just be mindful of the sunscreen that you bring. A lot of people aren't big fans of the chemical sunscreens. Turtle Bay Sail and Snorkel Adventure, $88 for an adult, $61 for a kid. Leaves at 7:30 in the morning. Rise and shine. Head out of the boat, 3.5 hours. Heading out to a refuge, a wildlife refuge. And then if you're going to drink alcohol, make sure you do all the activities first. Drink after. And that age limit is 70. Weight limit is 270. That's why we go down to the details. Not always posted in the upper right-hand side, but sometimes they are. That's why we scroll down. Mountaintop and Villa Botanica. Look at that right there. Yeah, look at this. We're doing a sword fight. St. Thomas, $79 for an adult, $65 for kids. Leaves at 10:30, 3.5 hours, and you can take in the sights of the mountaintop and the Villa. Drake's Pirate's Treasure, the museum. This is another one of the stops that my parents did. $93, 69. They had a good time. 4 hours and 15 minutes. Leaves at 9:45. And Sir Drake's Plunder is what they call it. So a little bit of fun, certainly if you have a kid. Certainly if you're a fan of pirates. Very, very enjoyable. What if you want to try flyboarding in a beach escape? Now that looks like a lot of fun. See, you're flyboarding. $260, 3 hours, 11 a.m. Maximum weight is 250. Minimum is 100. Minimum age is 13. And you can flyboard. I would certainly fly. And a lot of people recording would probably make a lot of money on America's Funniest Home Videos because, well, there you go. If you want to discover scuba diving, this isn't sold out yet. These typically do. $178 per guest. A good, if you're like, hey, I think I want to, this helps you learn. Minimum age is 16. Goes out for 4 hours, and there's no wetsuits provided. There you go. If you're under the age of 18, you got to have consent by your parents. Absolute minimum age is 15, and the boat ride out is 40 minutes each way. Flavors of St. Thomas, the culinary tour, $154. 3 hours, leaves at 10. And you can try some of the cuisine. Some of the cuisine of St. Thomas. Those are the notes for you. Certified scuba, again, not sold out. Actually, heck, it's even on sale. And this is for the people who have their C card, leaves at 8. And some of the details: don't drink before you scuba, and don't bring chemical sunscreen. It forbids it, actually. It's forbidden. Tiki Party boat. $65, leaves at 9:30. Start your day strong. Beach fun, 9:30, 3 hours. Minimum age is 4. Maximum age is 80. Minimum weight is 30. Maximum weight is 275. 32 and 98 inches. Hopefully you're in between that and you can enjoy the Tiki Party boat. Those are the details for that. Shake, Sip, and Shop. This is the handicap accessible version of that. So if that's something you're interested in doing, take part of that. Fort Rum and Shopping. $117, 8:30 to 10:30. No noted minimum age, although I don't know how many kids would enjoy watching their parents drink rum and shopping, but the fort could be fun, and there you go. Beach escape and snorkeling with sea turtles. This is an excursion that we did. $92, 86 for kids, leaves 8 a.m., leaves at 10:30 a.m., 2 hours, minimum age is 6, maximum weight is 650, and you can go snorkeling and see turtles. Yes. Yes, you can. And that, I think we'll do it again. I think. Sites, downtown, and beach break. Want to see some beach, want to see some sites, want to go downtown, do it all. 3.5 hours, leaves at 9. And you will do everything noted here in the highlights. Pause if you want to read them. And then some of the notes. You can buy stuff and, well, buy stuff. Lots of stuff to buy. If you want to take pictures of yourself at the beach, there you go. There's a tour for that. If you want to pretend like you're at the beach, there's an augmented reality spy game. As a matter of fact, we'll click on that for the people that want to, like, you're in a new place, but you also want to pretend like you're in a new place while you're in a new place. 4 hours, leaves at 9:30. Minimum age is 10. And then there's some puzzles and all sorts of things for you to solve. The details are noted there. There's minimal walking distance between the venues is noted, and there might be alcohol available, so be responsible is the note there. Brew and Beach, $133, 3 hours, minimum age is 18, probably for the brew, not necessarily the beach, and then those details are noted there for Brew and Beach. Maybe you can take your brew on the beach. If you read the details, you would know. All right, so those are the excursions for St. Thomas, and we'll wrap up by showing you the excursions for Cococay before you return back to Miami, if you're an icon of the seas. And so we won't go into all of these details, but this is 6 months away, and you can see that there's some 6 spots left. And if you saw my other video where I was on the Icon of the Seas in February going to Mexico, the price for the cabanas, the floating cabanas, was $4,200. Here it's $3,700, so a savings of $500. There you go. 6 spots left. The things that sell out is not necessarily the water parks. It's the reserved seating. That's where you'll see 6 spots left, 6 spots left. So there you go. So Hideaway Cabana, 7 spots left, $2,500. Beach Club, no, that's not available. Want to swim with pigs? $124. Looking for a beach cabana? 5 spots left here. Oasis Lagoon cabanas, 2 spots left, $1,800. Zip lining, $100. Want a jet ski? $112. Want to snorkel at your leisure? $40. Want to float on a mini mat? $18. Up and away helium balloon? $75. Kayak and snorkel? $75. Kayak, $45. Jet ski, $40 as a passenger. Glass bottom boat, $88. bucks. Certified scuba without the equipment. You bring the equipment, 60 bucks. 2 left though. Things that are sold out. Cabana and day pass, 1,500 bucks, sold out. Chill Island cabanas, sold out, 1,700 bucks. Beach, these always saw. The beach bed rentals, even on the one going to Mexico, 400 bucks, sold out. 400 bucks, sold out. 1,500 bucks for the South Beach cabanas, 15 sold out. $400 sold for this beach bed, and then certified. So if you didn't bring your equipment, but you need equipment, I told you that sells out fast. So long story short, if you're a beach bed person and you want like a reserve that's important, you don't want to fight for a communal chair, those tend to sell out fast. And so that's that. So hey, that's Icon of the Seas. That's the Eastern Caribbean excursion. And if you can book if you haven't booked this yet, you can go to royalcaribbean.com and book it if you're looking for a travel agent. I know a guy. He's me. I can help you book it if you just want to talk more excursions, whatever. Here's a picture of me. I'm this guy. I'm the voice behind this picture. 7continentstravelagency.com. You can actually contact me there if you want to talk more. But otherwise, these are the excursions. For not just Icon of the Seas. Anytime Royal Caribbean stops at St. Thomas, Perfect Cay, St. Martin, these are the excursions you will see there. And just remember, on Icon of the Seas, well, heck, any Royal Caribbean ship, when everyone gets off, staying on the ship is an excursion in and of itself. Very relaxing. So until the next video, I hope you travel safely.